Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. So fast now on my side.
Yeah. Episode 136.
We did it.
Yeah. Divide that out and you'll find that it's exactly 136 weeks.
Welcome everyone. It's the live stream takeover. Myself and Josh from Hardly Resigns. How are you? How's everybody out there?
Nicole and I may have got ourselves sick. So.
Well, that's what happens when you go to a wedding.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it appears that could be the case.
Yes.
Which is very unfortunate because
feel better.
I was supposed to also go to SoCal this week for not scale nationals.
Crawler.
Which is a huge bummer because all the trucks, tickets.
Was everything ready to go? Like you were primed? You just had to throw stuff in the back of the truck and off you go?
The only thing I didn't have done was painting the body on my Sportsman. But honestly,
knowing you, that's 2 minutes of work.
2 minutes of work or no minutes of work, and you just run a clear body.
Right, because nobody cares about stuff like that at that event, right?
Yeah. So, yes. Other than that, drivable, tested, the whole deal. Lit all the work.
That's a really nice looking robot.
It is a really nice looking robot. Just a little irritated by it, and then also by not feeling well.
Get well soon. But also, that's the price you pay.
That is the price you pay for socializing nowadays.
Getting wedded.
Mm-hmm.
Getting wed.
So, anyway, not to harp on that, and I will try not to continue to clear my throat in all of your ears.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Too bad for you.
Yes, it does.
It's also probably not good because it's going to take a little bit of time away from your monthly mayhem activities.
Most definitely. Was bad. It was going to anyway because I was going to be gone for a few days. But
yes,
it's going to continue to, and hopefully it's not more than the few days that I was planning on it taking away.
Yeah.
So.
I've been working feverishly.
Ooh.
In fact, so feverishly that I emailed Send Cut Send yesterday, and I was like, "Is there any chance you've got a faster shipping option? Because I'm feeling a bit of a pinch." And they were like, "Yes, of course. Send us more money.
Yeah, and
we'll get it out faster." So that's what I did.
Rush processing.
Mega rush.
Yeah.
It's actually called the Matt Slow at Design shipping method.
It is nice though when you make that. You're just like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna reach out, and then they're like, "We do." I'm like, "Yay!"
Yeah.
Money is temporary. YouTube videos are forever.
That's right. Exactly. This is not going to be deleted anytime soon. So we need to get that done ASAP. And they were happy to oblige. The second order that I made came in today. So I've made more significant progress. I'm feeling good. Then I made a list. And then I started to feel really bad.
Oh, my backpack is not in here. Otherwise, I would show you my list. And the multiple columns of... Oof. I feel like mine is much lengthier.
That's all the stuff I remembered. But of course, one line in this checkoff list is probably like a day's worth of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly right.
And then you're like,
it's just like,
I should really make a calendar.
Finish designing truck. Build truck. Like, oh, cool. Just check. Yeah. Check.
Win challenge is another one. Which is not happening anytime soon.
I'm nervous about so many things. My truck is down here next to me.
Mine's right in front of me.
And I feel really good about where the truck is going. I'm just concerned about when it's going.
Yeah, it's looking good. Also, thank you, Gunnar Nissen. Tonight's code, hashtag get well soon, Nicole, not Josh.
Thank you, Gunnar. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. And thank you, Dana, for letting me pin that.
Pinned here as well. Satisfied Jerky. There's your discount code. Go get bacon jerky. Yeah. It cures everything. And Brian Sherwood. It does cure everything. Thank you. You can paint from your bed.
It's true.
My only concern is a bit of a baby when I get sick.
Well, yeah.
And
we're men.
I just don't want
natural.
to not be at my house when I'm sick, let alone getting other people sick, which would be a bummer as well.
Yeah. Blue Dooley, so are you doing the standard YouTube wait until the deadline is so close you actually freak out about it? No. I have done so much work in advance of the deadline. The thing that I'm more worried about now, like I could probably in a few hours after getting this final order from Send Could Send be out and testing, but it wouldn't be finished to the point that I'm happy with it.
Right.
It's all of these things that are on here. Like one of them is polish.
There's also a viewer's choice portion of this. So style matters.
Style matters, unfortunately, again.
And I came up with my style, and I'm gonna lean heavy on it. I think
I'm sure you will.
It's even a style that I can pull off, which is
now in the rules. One of the rules that Josh penned himself was you don't have to paint it yourself because Josh sucks at painting. So I think we should actually, we'll talk to the group about this, but if you don't paint it yourself, I think you should be taking points off of that possible viewer's choice. Because if the theme is really good, which I know you think like no other human being I know, and you come up with funny things that you know everybody likes.
Play to your base, Matt.
Yes. So, but you're not doing any of the execution on that, or are you? Because I know that you were possibly getting Moose Jaw to give you a Moose job. So
I will be. It is the 19th. I don't know that there's time to have somebody else execute this. I think I have put myself into such a position where I will be required to do this work myself.
I like this.
So
I like this a lot.
So
that means it's one color.
We'll see. We'll see.
I cannot wait.
So, I'm nervous, and we'll see how it goes. My biggest
sure we will.
My biggest concern at this point is just the fact that I hope that this all goes smoothly. Delivery.
Careful, it's hot.
Thank you.
Careful.
Yep.
Careful, it's hot. Careful. Cup of soup.
Cup of tea.
Oh boy. Is it what you think it is?
Is this what I think it is?
No, is this what you think it is?
I don't know.
Probably.
There's a chance. I got these little white things all around.
Yeah.
Which anybody who knows.
Josh is Christian Horner's inspiration for interpreting the rules.
Catering.
The catering. I liked when Jeff sent us that chart. Did you see?
Yes.
Did he send it to you where it's like, here's the cost cap and here's all the things broken down in individual amounts. Just move the order around. It's fine.
You know, it's a good thing that there is no cost cap on monthly mayhems.
Yes, I actually this was a weird thing for me. I actually kept all of my invoices and gave them to Rebecca. I was like, just keep track of all this for me.
Yeah.
This collar's a little tighter than it used to be.
I
didn't look at them. I didn't add them up, but I know it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even want to hazard a guess at what I've spent.
I just want to show you.
I haven't even driven this yet.
This is a bag of parts, right?
Yeah, okay.
This
Good start.
This is 3 of the 4 options I bought to finally get the one that I needed, because the descriptions were so poor on each of them that I had to just keep buying.
You have to wing it
until one fit.
You know what I had to do? I had to go in, because I don't think I'm saying anything out of turn here, but I needed a certain part of a certain length.
Okay.
But different lengths to each other. You need 2 of them. They need to be different.
Yeah.
And because of the stage I was in, I was like, well, I'm going to kind of have to guesstimate on sort of a plus and minus on both of these. So I go to the website, and they just have them listed as part blank. No length description. So what I had to do was find all the manuals and go in and look at the exploded views of the manuals to kind of guesstimate the length of the said part.
Did they have like 1-to-1 views in the manuals?
No, but if I knew the dimensions of another part,
oh my god,
I could sort of guesstimate how the other part was.
Ooh.
So then I went to the store with all the part numbers. I was like, no, 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 yes, no, 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 yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I wish they would just be like, it's this long.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually was trying to finish. I was finishing the wiring on my 2.2 Pro, the MOA crawler, right?
Okay.
And
sorry, hold on. I missed one.
Yes.
Blind Guy RC, thank you very much. Started the Class 2 project. Hope all is well. Class 2 project. Excellent. That must mean a comp chassis. I think I saw that on Instagram.
Blind Guy RC, thank you. He says it's a IERC Merge X chassis. Hope all is well. Which, hey, Randall Davis from Horizon Hobby is calling me.
Doesn't he know
we have a show?
This is Wednesdays. I have no other plans ever in the history for the remaining time that we are alive. Sorry, doing a show right now.
I'm gonna text him back.
Don't you know?
Call you back after.
Don't you know what I'm doing? Call you back after I do the thing that I do every single Wednesday.
Yeah. So, anyway, yes, I was soldering my 2.2 Pro.
Okay, sure.
And my TS100 finally kicked the bucket. The sensor went bad.
Darn it.
I thought it was the tip. I changed tips. I was getting the same sensor error. So it's one of the connections in the handle.
It's always just the tip.
Now, I have a proper soldering station, an old checkpoint. But I was just like, I really liked the TS100 because they were tiny. But I felt like I should go to a soldering station again just to have the horsepower behind it.
Sure.
Which brings me to mail call.
Are we doing mail call already? It's only 9:17.
I know. Well, first let's thank Tiki Racing.
People are saying you should have just answered the phone and just like put it on speaker and then
Nope.
Oops.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Nope.
Is Horizon calling because Josh is late for his shift? Got to get to work, man.
Dude.
This warehouse isn't gonna clean itself.
Daryl Klein, thank you. Around the time of Scale Nationals, you mentioned the best glue to use for keeping windows in your comp truck. What is it? Also, feel better soon. Thank you. Glue and Glaze is the glue.
It's a great product that I didn't use on any of my windows for that series of comps.
Of course, Matt.
So I was like, I don't have time.
At quicker reach than I did.
Of course, it's right here always.
I can't find it. Always right there, but rarely used.
Always right here, but not used on the comp truck. It's from Deluxe Materials, in case you want to Google it.
It's available on Amazon. It was like one of the few items that I had to pay like more shipping for it than it was. Why does Josh have the biggest drinks? Hello, Toxic. I have a drinking.
It's true.
problem.
That is a really big drink mug.
I mean, if you want to compare it to a pop can, like.
Holy cow!
It is. It is you could fit several of
monstrous.
these in this cup, and it is completely full of tea.
That's good. Everything's bigger in California.
Just so that I have to flex my forearm muscles as I'm drinking.
I did arms and shoulders today.
You doing knees and toes tomorrow?
I was doing Arnold presses. Have you ever done an Arnold press before?
No.
Probably not.
No.
That's something you would do.
I have what they call farm strength. You just grow up on a farm and you're just.
There was another strength I was thinking about, but it's not appropriate to talk about.
Listen, the guys in here that grew up
in
in the Midwest, just farm strength is a thing, okay?
Sure, yeah. We have farms too, We got probably more farming area than you.
I disagree, but you're looking at the wrong type of projection on your maps. It's just throwing off your perception of the size.
Our country is way bigger.
It's also frozen.
It's true. We grow a lot of ice. Thick boy strong. Good one, Checker.
Oh no, free girls in your cities checking in.
Oh, great, excellent. Matt spilled the beans on a release. It's your turn, Josh. Put Randall on speaker. Hey, it's Scumbag RC. He still hasn't found his truck. I don't think it's coming back.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks big time. Excuse me.
You get it? You catch it? Wipe your monitor off.
Blow out the keyboard.
It's
dusty in here.
Before we get to mail call, real quick, thanks to Tekin Racing. This
for what?
Month's partial sponsor. Because
right.
Matt and I were gone for the first two. Matt, for what? God,
because I'm an idiot. I am fully aware of it. I'm looking at the title even right now. Yes, Tekin Racing. I thought you were thanking them for something that they did for you.
I mean, what have you done for me lately? Right? No.
Matt, go to a wedding lately?
Isn't that a song now? What have you done for me lately? I feel like I remember that.
It could be a song. But more importantly, Tekin is sponsoring this month of Livestream Takeover. They're putting up some swag, I believe, for one winner. So be sure to tag both myself, Scale Builders Guild, and Josh, Harley Designs Inc.
Correct.
And Tekin, I think it's Team Tekin.
No, it's just Tekin Racing on Instagram.
Tekin Racing on Instagram. Tag all three of us. You will be entered magically, and Josh will be picking the winner at the end of the month.
Thank you. We do have all the winners from last month's chosen. Everybody has responded to their emails, and I've got that ready to send with addresses ready to send over to Brett at Brazen. So
excellent.
Congratulations to Logan T, David P, Matthew L, and Jarrell H. So
P Diddy. I actually ordered something from Tekin and it arrived yesterday.
Oh,
But
really?
it's for the Mystery Monthly Mayhem build, so can't show you.
Is it
Hey,
unrelated?
I mean, no.
Unrelated.
Completely unrelated. I also have one of those
Unrelated, but
for no reason.
Do you know where this came from?
Yes, I know exactly where that
Yeah.
came from because I watched it last night. I'm watching all of the previous Monthly Mayhems
Just
as like fuel. And I was like, I know what he's using.
I'm studying him. I'm becoming.
I am studying. I watched you rip all of your side pods off in furious anger. It's rubbing again. Ah.
Yep. The drag bolt was so much fun. Cue the Rocky music.
I think that's a song by Hauling Oates.
Evidently, it's Janet Jackson because
Yeah.
Paul and Ben chimed in right away with that, which, just saying.
Ben doesn't come onto my channel.
Hmm.
He just watches your channel.
He's boss man over here. He was like the third ever mod, I think. Maybe the second.
Oh, that's fine.
Alex was the first. He was our...
Who did I
Phoenix
have
might have been
mod for me
second.
first?
And then I
I think
it
I
was
just
Ben.
stole a bunch of your mods.
Yeah, you did. When you started realizing how handy it was to have these guys as help, it became hugely helpful. So,
I rewatched all the TRX4 Mayhems.
TRX6.
We did a TRX6.
Did we do a 4? No. 6.
No,
Yeah.
we did
budget build TRX4.
Budget build TRX4.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for mail call
Yes,
now?
I am.
Now that we got our sponsorly duties out of the way.
You want me to go first?
Yes. Go ahead.
So it was on the topic of soldering irons.
Vidjo. Wes was my first one.
I bought a new soldering iron. But
soldering iron.
Shouldering. But I went overboard. And I bought
what? Okay, but you know what? You saying I went overboard means nothing. You are overboard.
This is lab grade soldering iron. Uses Curry heat technology. This is...
What is that?
I don't really know, but it's expensive. I bought one of the Thermaltronics soldering stations, and they're wild. It's like instant heat. There is no heat adjustment. It figures out what it needs and it constantly adjusts, and it's just a religious experience, they say. The tips have different heat.
Is that in the Amazon reviews?
The tips have different heat ranges. So, but as far as exactly where it goes in there, yeah. So, it's got quite a book.
It's an MOA soldering iron.
Yeah. It's the thing is that it is very large. So, it's quite the unit.
That's a thick boy right there.
It's about the size of a coffee cup. Depending on the size of your mug.
Okay.
But I figured that I was going to need this because, for one, I do need to do some wiring, some stuff. So I figured, why not?
Why not go?
I'm gonna have to mount
beyond.
this thing on the desk in a way that it's not taking up so much room, but I could still have it at a constant grip. So,
if that were me, it would be somewhere where I would have access to it all the time, like everything in here.
Yeah. I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
Some ideas. You're going to wonder why you waited so long to get one.
Oh.
Comp class soldering station.
Yeah, it totally is. That's a class 3 comp station.
What do you got next?
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading a comment here. Matt, I was watching one of your old videos and you had a truck with a Toyota FJ62. It was an FJ60 body. Where can I get one of those? I have an FJ62. Oh, yeah, right. I did do a 62. That was the giveaway for cruiser gear. That was from MFab. It's a 3D printed body kit. I don't know that they still have that one. You have to reach out through Facebook. No, actually, he has a website, doesn't he? MFab 3D printed bodies. Google that, and his website should come up. All right, first thing I got, speaking of soldering, got some connectors.
Oh, you got some Castle plugs. That you got. What are those for? Those for the Baja? Because those are the small ones, aren't they?
No, these are the big ones.
Those are the
6.5
big
mil.
ones. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
6.5 mil. These will do 8 gauge wire, a 200 amp current.
Okay.
I also got one of these because I don't know how many batteries I'm getting or how I'm getting them or where I'm getting them from.
Yes.
So I was like, better have that in series just in case.
So you said that's up to 200 amp?
Yes.
Isn't your ESC significantly more draw than that?
No, I don't think so. XLX2.
Mm-hmm.
These are 6.5 mil. Like, I don't know if they go any bigger than that.
I think they go bigger.
Hang on.
I think that the XLX2 is like something like 400 or 450.
One moment, please.
Yes. That is constant current, right? And the XLX2 is the 400 or 450. Is that burst current only? I need to know. The
Recommended minimum 150 amp connector.
okay.
Um,
So you're more like on the minimum spec type. And
no, I'm on the mid range
decision.
spec.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm only going 8S. It's not like I'm going like 12S ever. He's such a ding dong. You know me. Do not use XT90, EC5,
right.
IC5, or any other connectors rated below 150 amp continuous.
Oh, okay.
I did my research before I bought
I'm just making
these.
sure they looked small.
Well, they're not.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you will not be burning your brand new Baja to the ground.
No, I don't want to do that.
So
Let's see how many people said I was wrong.
Slow Don says 8mm is the big one from Castle.
Right.
So
okay,
that's the difference. So there is a bigger
that's
one,
a difference.
but that's for more power yet.
Yeah, these should be more than fine. I hope.
I mean, it would be good for YouTube either way. So
True.
Ben,
those connectors are fine, Matt. You know I run them in the limitless 500 amps, no problem. Thank you, Dave Zilla.
Okay, cool. There you go.
He was there when I bought them.
Oh, we should have said that.
He would have.
I figured you used to order them online. Just
I'd buy some connectors, whatever. XT60 should be fine. Never let me down before.
It just fine. The rest of the stuff.
I'll just jam it in there. I won't even plug them in. I'll just bare wire to bare wire.
You know, that might be right.
If you're use a Dean's connector, said Sam. And Highway to Hell said, if you're gonna go there, Sam, may as well use a Tamiya plug.
Ooh, and then you could use it as a headlight too. It's just glowing.
They'll be fine for a shelf queen. Oh, yeah.
Your paint job did come out great on the Baja, though.
Thank you. People who are interested in seeing that paint job in more detail can watch live tomorrow night for the 16th episode of What's on the Bench Weekly. Because every 8th episode live.
Oh, I like your rhythm there. That makes total sense. Good work.
Mm-hmm.
16 weeks already.
Yes, believe it or not.
Time flies.
Use household outlets. Now we're talking.
Just welder plugs. Just.
Yeah, that's great. All right, good.
Let's see. some of this.
They'll be fine for a shelf queen.
I can't.
Proline on Matt's lipo fire.
I can't show you hardly anything else in that box now that I realize it.
Oh, are they all things from Monthly Mayhem?
They are.
Interesting.
This is as well, but I feel like I can show you Shugu. And
yeah, hey, you know what? Funny you mentioned that. I bought some glue as well.
And
but I bought
4mm
little
bullets.
tiny Gorilla Glues. Tiny little baby ones.
I could see that as being useful.
It's useful and it's convenient. It's convenient because there's only a little bit in here. So if you screw up and press too hard or squeeze too hard and a whole bunch of glue comes out, you're not wasting a bunch of glue. And if it dries out, you're also not wasting a big thing of glue.
Yes.
So I've got, how many more of these?
Well,
I've got 3 more.
That's like, because I have, the Shugu, and then I also have E6000. But it seems like these things always, something always ends up just kind of going to crap with these big tubes before I use it.
It gets to a point where you've put the cap on as it's squirting out, and you're like, I'll just put the cap on, no big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it gets all hard in there, and then
I'm always digging it out with an X-Acto blade every time.
Yeah. Why Shugu? Shugu is one of the best glues ever. It sticks to everything.
So Shugu and E6000 are very similar, but they are not the same. And I do like E6000 for a lot of things, most things, but for certain things, Shugu is better. And I won't say what those things are right now.
Maybe after October 31st.
Yeah.
We'll find
Give me a month or so, or a few weeks.
Well, not really.
Not really a
give
month.
Give you 12 days.
Stop talking.
Took way too long to count to 3. It's a confusing container because the cap and the way they situated it, it looks like there could be 6 in there, but it's really just 3.
That's it.
E6000 is way stronger.
E6000 is stronger in certain ways.
Yes, but not in the ways that Josh is using it for.
Not necessarily universally true, though.
No.
So.
All right. So, there were also a lot of things that I purchased that I can't show you, but what I can show you.
Did you drop a Lexan body?
Sure, my wing for a Lexan body.
Oh, a wing. What kind
Not for this project. It's just
a wing. Just a wing that I happen to have around.
Yeah, it's for a drag car. It's right over there. Oh, wait. I sold that drag car and I didn't include the wing. But what I can show you is this big cardboard box. And it's
it's on the ground. Oh. Okay. So several
well, it's almost longer than I can do.
Okay. That's
it was more than
Did you get
I
a new
needed.
poster for your bedroom?
Finally got that Pam Anderson poster out.
Now I got the Countach, the Pam Anderson, and the Stealth Fighter.
Bomber, obviously.
No, the fighter. F-117 over a B-2. Or
I just like the stealthiness of the bomber. Big fixed giant wing. It's awesome. Dildo. It's a Mon 15 body.
Showing me up, huh?
E6000 versus Shugu is the debate I never knew I wanted. We could talk about glue for days.
Oh.
There are so many different kinds of glue.
Yep. That is absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's a big box of stuff I can't show you. But what I can show you are these.
What am I looking at there? What? Oh, those are familiar.
Yes. Very sticky out of the box. See how sticky they are. Almost that sticky. The one thing I really liked about these when I felt them in real life the first time, many weeks ago now, it seems, was the foams. I know it's the same foam that I knew it's a different foam.
Yeah.
I knew right away it's a different foam.
Yes. It is a different foam than comes in either the VXT and like the Pros and things like that, and different than the VXT2. So yes, it is a different foam.
Yeah, and it's exceptional. This is a really great looking tire. I was never a fan of the Wild Peak until now, and I think it's probably because it looks a lot better than it ever did from anybody else that made it. Whoever else made it, I don't know.
They do look good. They're also a little bit more accurate.
They're also that 465. I know it's only a tenth or 0.10 of an inch, but it makes a big difference.
It's a good size, and of course it was done so that it cleared everything properly on the
Phoenix,
and the Pro, Ultra, things like that. But it's still a good size. I mean, I'd run 475s on a lot of things, and will continue to in many cases.
Well, yeah, I mean, the VXT is a 5-inch tire.
That is 475 tire.
Well, it says that on the sidewall, but anybody who has a ruler knows that it's not. To go with those tires, I got a set of black tanks.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them too, not just 2.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then as a combination, I thought it would be really nice to go Skarn and Delta.
Is that a
gray anodized, and then black for the Deltas?
So you're going with a lot of detail, but very, very subtle.
Subtle.
I like it.
Subtlety. What? That's not you. Subtlety. I like it. Somebody's replaced.
I like it for you.
Fair enough. Now, somebody may have given away something here, but Inspector 71 said E6000 is self-leveling. Shugu is not.
Self-level. Okay.
I think that's a bit of a hint. So I'm going to build those tomorrow night on What's on the Bench Live.
Nice.
Because I have nothing else to do that I can't share.
Right. Like, can't work on this project. Can't work.
Shit ton to do. But there's about a million things out there that I can't share. And then a million things just outside of frame here that I also cannot share.
Do I have anything in this room now that I can't share? No, I think it has all been, I finally put Wheels and Tires back on the Woods Runner because it had the Falcons on it for the longest time. And then they got moved and now they're back. So I did that on Friday night.
Show us that truck. And you're like, no.
Can't. Sorry.
Nothing's changed on it.
Yeah.
How hard is it not to spill the beans on new releases? I feel like I'd have a hard time keeping new stuff hidden for so long. It's you get used to it.
It used to be much harder. And then
you also do some stupid things that, then everybody knows about it way before they should. But no, it comes with experience, I guess. The more you do it, the better you get at it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, I just know that certain stuff cannot be talked about.
Right. My biggest thing, the hardest thing that it for me that has, come to be is that going through like my camera roll for a photo for social media and being like, nope. Oh, this one I can post. Like,
yeah,
I have to.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And it's just like, especially when I'm just at work and I could be taking a photo of something for a print or for a packaging, a first prototype. There's like some things more exciting than others, or sometimes it's just something in the background at work and I'll be like taking a photo of something, but there'll be like whatever on the bench. It's like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
The other thing that happens quite frequently is that, Josh and I communicate on a fairly regular basis about things. And there are other YouTubers that I also chat with on a regular basis. And it's sort of like you have to keep a mental list of who's got NDAs with who.
Yeah, who knows what about whose stuff, and they're like,
So
did you?
yeah, there's
you
a
know
lot of
about that thing?"
cryptic starts to conversations. Like, so
Like, I was talking with,
have
I was
you
talking
got
with,
things?
yeah, a friend of ours. We call him Cece, and I was talking to him about monster trucks. Not saying who it was, but we.
Tony C. No, that's too obvious. TCC.
And we he's like, you got a video to put out next week? I'm like, yes. Do you?
Maybe.
Like on
Do you?
Thursday? Yes. Is it blue or orange? Like, orange. Ah, okay, I got the blue one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
But yeah, that's it comes with the territory, and unless you're a big dumb idiot, you get pretty used to it.
You know, and with
Fire team.
with volume, you know, it just kind of helps bury it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and not it's a humble brag for sure, but not a humble brag, but yeah, sometimes it's like, please don't have anything else come out this week because I don't have enough hours.
Yeah.
Continuing, do you have any more stuff? I've got a couple more things here.
I think I have some white paint.
Okay, well now we know what color you're painting it.
This might not be for that project. I just said this is things that I could show you.
Yeah, well, I got all kinds of colors of paint right over there.
Well, I only ordered one can of white paint.
That's all you'll need. Not a very big body. I got, on your recommendation, a new hot end.
Oh, yes.
This is the official E3D Nozzle X V6.
That is the same one that I got.
0.6 millimeters, so I can print things mega fast.
Mega fast for sure.
And it doesn't, I watched a video on this, but it doesn't overly diminish the quality very much.
It looks really good still.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same video. Was it from Thomas?
No, I bought mine from a Canadian retailer.
I'm talking about the video you watched, Ding Dong.
Possibly, I don't know.
Probably. He was the one who I watched his video and I was like, I'll order that. Sounds good. So yeah, swapped out to it though, and man, it's sure helping with this project a lot because I had to print something last night that was as long as my print bed. Like, it was literally from end to end, like
Your print bed looks horrible.
It's just some glue.
Ugh,
washes right off.
Mine's clean. Mine looks like it's never been used.
This you just put it underwater and it cleans right off and it's perfect.
All right.
But yeah, it was like, and it was quite tall. It was 3 hours.
Okay. How long would it have taken on a 02 or 04 nozzle?
15 hours. I don't know. Longer.
I don't think it's longer. Like double.
Yeah. Like
does it help to get videos in the can sooner when you get pre-releases, or you're not even able to film them? No, we definitely have to film them before the release date. Otherwise, we miss the release date. So anytime something new comes in, I'm filming it basically as soon as possible. And with this Mayhem project going on right now, I've had to do that in order to give myself the time at the end of the month to get this project done.
Right. That's the sometimes it depends on the project. Sometimes we'll get lucky and you'll get a project that comes out, you'll get it weeks in advance.
Yeah. Like sometimes
you get it and it's like, sorry, the mail was a little late. It comes out
it's
today.
coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're like,
like, okay, well, I'll get that done.
Sleeping. Yeah. Sleep is stupid. When are we going to have Tom Lee on as a guest? Probably never, unless he likes staying up until like 4 a.m.
Right.
5 a.m.
That would be
3.
the problem.
Yeah. They're
We'll see.
6 hours ahead.
We'll see how his effort goes with the monthly mayhem.
Yeah. 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 We're going to have whoever does best after either of us.
Yeah.
And assuming that I don't come in last, then everyone's on the show.
Exactly. Jeremiah, thank you, sir. After a year, the VFD has a motor in it.
Good work.
I have projects like that. Those wheels in the VP outlet store are very tempting. Blue rings, bronze wheels look good. Yeah, they do look good. I think there's also an IFR in there that's maybe black. I can't remember, but they do look good.
Blue and bronze. Or blue and gold. That's blue
gold.
and gold.
Yeah, black. So
blue and bronze? Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it's a bronze wheel. It's got a blue, maybe it's got a black ring with a blue IFR. I can't remember. Either way, they're a good looking wheel, but they're in the outlet, so it's kind of they're actually quite a bit cheaper than it would be if you were trying to piece them together. If you're not aware of the outlet section of the Vanquish website, you can go there, and sometimes there's pretty good deals to be had.
Matt won't come in last unless one of the other contestants is in 3rd grade. That girl beat me again. We should get her to get in one of the monthly mayhems. Hey, little girl who beat me at the Scale Nationals, you want to do a comp with us? Do a little competition. 0.6 is the only size I run. Not nearly enough difference in quality to justify the extra hours. Thank you, Falcon Phil.
Yep, same.
How bad would it be for me to use foam board instead of styrene for making some details on my trucks? I don't have a good place to get styrene. Get styrene.
Yeah.
Find a place to get styrene. Don't use foam board. That is it. Once it gets wet, gross.
Yeah. Not the best use.
No.
Unless you're making like a camper that you're going to destroy when you roll over.
Yeah, or drive through.
Yeah. You're trying to make a banger trailer.
Yeah.
Are you required to post your videos within a certain time frame of the release date? The only requirement is that you don't post it before.
Don't post it before.
If you wanted to wait and lose the momentum, you could. But
nobody would. Like a Horizon is kind of different because their stuff comes out earlier because they're on the East Coast. Primarily, that's their head office, so they kind of go by what's that middle one? What's the middle time zone? Central time.
Yeah. It's like the center.
They're on Central time. What's the middle time zone? Central. I should not be allowed TV.
Adam Sparks, thank you, sir. It's probably been asked 100 times, but who do you recommend for 2.2 wheels for a bomber? Aha.
Vanquish Products.
I will have an answer for you on that before too long. A little bit, but not too long. But otherwise, there are some other 2.2s available still. And SSD has some. RC 4-wheel drive has some. Or you wait just a little while. Be an option.
You'll do fine unless there's curbs. True.
Jeremiah says, have you ever missed a release date?
No. Oh, yes, I have. Because something got to me 2 weeks late. We've
all had delays happen to us. Just something outside of your control. Like, sometimes you'll literally get that email being like, hey, this is coming out next week on Monday. I know it's Wednesday. We're going to ship it out today. I'm like, well, it's
probably not going to get here.
It's probably not going to get to me until Monday. So,
yeah.
And then, in that case, you just bang out a video as fast as you can. You're a day late. But, so those things have happened.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Not that side and not this side, but the middle time zone. Yes. Matt, you got beat by a kid because you're not a bully. That's right. Josh is just a piece of shit. Come here, Billy. Let me show you what it's like to cry.
Get off that table.
He didn't even drive fast. It was just Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
It would
fuck
have
you,
been
fuck you.
more rude to drive fast rather than to just drive just to slow.
No, you prolonged the inevitable. Everybody around that poor kid was
that
like,
kid.
he's
maybe,
already dead.
the kid didn't know. Just
Richard Trujillo.
Trujillo.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Josh.
Rich, I hope that your
Hope your Hot
Wheeling was successful. That you had to leave the one time a year Matt has
only
made it.
time I'm in Southern California. And he's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, like, yeah, I can't stand being here any longer. I've got to go.
I hate that guy. I gotta go sell a Hot Wheels. Yeah. Final thing for me on mail call. This is close to my heart. This means a lot to have this, and I'm pretty excited about this. But
No way.
yeah,
You finally got it.
I got one.
Now, is that a re-release?
Yeah.
Is that a new re-release?
Yes.
Ah.
It came out a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
And they were tough to come by because it was a short shipment. But yeah, Kyosho was
Congratulations.
kind enough to provide, and I'm super stoked. I'm going to open this up tomorrow night so you guys can see how awesome these vintage kits are. This car, though, this was probably my first real like super hobby grade kit.
Yeah.
I bought it used from a guy at work. When I was working at Chrysler, I was building cars on the line, and he's like, "Yeah, I used to be into RC of a Optima something or other," and I was like, "Is it Kyosho Optima Mid?" He's like, "I don't know. I'll bring it in back," and he sold it to me for I think $200 at the time with everything.
At
and
the
I
time.
was just like, yeah.
Wow. So it was expensive.
Yeah. It was a lot of money for me back then.
I mean, soda
but I
was
was
a
making,
nickel.
I was doing pretty well.
Right.
I was doing pretty well.
mowing
The Auto Factory.
Mowing lawns at 75
I was
cents
in
a
the
pop.
Auto Oh my God. I was in the Auto Factory. I was making, as an 18-year-old, I was making $25 an hour.
That's pretty exceptional.
For back then, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, this thing is I was like, it changed everything for me again. Like, I was already super into RC, but this really changed it for me. And man,
I built the Kyosho Ultima, and that was such a fun build. The packaging on it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this is the same blister pack style packaging.
So cool.
So that's why I'm saving that for tomorrow night.
Yep.
But fun fact, I didn't know, but I should have it should have clued in. The Baja 5B was designed by the same man that designed that Ultima.
Same. That's why it's
And
got
I
the
should
same
realize
chassis
it's
style.
the same chassis
Yeah.
style.
His name is Akira.
Akira, yeah.
And he has designed a ton of vehicles.
Ton of stuff.
Not all. Like, he was also responsible for the Vitara Ascender. Sorry, Rich.
Is Rich still here?
So not all home runs, but he has.
Is Rich still here?
He
yes.
has done.
Just wanted to say hi and see you all later. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
In and out. But there's a ton of cars that he has done that you would all know, and he's still in the industry, and so
which is pretty friggin' cool.
Yep. Pretty talented designer. I'm sure Vitara was like a Friday car or something. So,
or they it was like they caught him at a really bad time,
and he was.
He already had his jacket on, and he was like out the door, and the phone rings, and it's always like that 501 phone call, and you're like, I shouldn't answer this. Hello, Akira speaking. You want me to do what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Me? Okay.
Fine.
And then he knocked it out before he left. Carson Jantz, thanks very much. Proline BF Goodrich Crawler in Predator Compound or Vanquish Products BXT2 in Red Compound? Oh, this is a question for Josh. I'm going to let him field this one.
I don't care for the Predator Compound, first. I love the Crawlers. I like the G8 Compound version of them. I don't like the Predator Compound version. But two different... I wouldn't compete with the Crawlers. I haven't. While I love the Crawlers, but you haven't seen them on one of my comp rigs. I would normally go... If I was trying to compare them, I'd be more comparing a Hyrax and a VXT2. So, but I'm running VXT2s on my comp trucks at this point for the most part.
I don't love the Crawler as much as Josh does. I have it on a bunch of trucks.
I like it for style.
Yeah, it's a good style tire, and it's a reasonably capable tire.
It performs well. It's not the best performer, but again,
not the best performer.
It's about style for me on that one.
That said, where I live, I think the Predator Compound is better. Where Josh lives, it's too soft.
Yeah, it's just not the one for me. So, yeah.
So there you go. I heard that, he said, Richard. Heard that. Excellent. I missed a super chat, did I? Oh, I got it. What's wrong with the Viterra Ascender? Well, tell you what. I'll meet you at Viterra Fest and we can talk all about it. I'll be the guy in the tent.
A car that was plagued by many problems. Had some good ideas, some good thoughts to it, but not a great RC. It was an effort.
They tried to innovate a few things.
They did.
There were some interesting things in there. The floating battery tray was interesting.
You know what was more interesting and underappreciated? 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Is it had the ability to cut the axle housings and narrow up the housing. Mm-hmm. So you could just cut the housing and then slide the C-hubs in. And it was a cool idea. The problem is that when you slid your C-hubs in, the links were just now closer. So your steering and things like that were still very limited. But it was a cool thought, and it was kind of a cool execution to it. However, what was honestly the biggest downfall and the biggest mistake of that car was the axles and gearing. And so, they were bad.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
it had that weird output, right?
Well, it was a square output, so it would the pinion gears would shatter. But the biggest problem was it was like a 1.81 to 1 reduction, which is just that's why it performed so badly.
Yes.
So they would be great for a speed run. I think that they would explode still.
Oh, and how? How?
Anyway, but yes, not to dig up things from 9 years ago.
No, he's probably not listening anymore anyway. I have 13 Viterra Ascenders that say different. Hey, they work for some people for sure. And I didn't have any specific problems with mine. I just didn't like it as much.
You can like a car. It just doesn't make it a better option than others unless you look at it in a value-wise. Like, you can get Viterra Ascenders for damn near free. So, like, they do not sell well. So you can, like, used ones. So you can get them very cheap. Like when I was doing Flip That Truck, the offers I would get for Ascenders, I was just like, I still no. They're like, I will sell you this RTR for $125. I was like, no, thank you. I'm not interested. Because
I love my Ascender with the SCX-10 2 axles and 10-1 tranny.
The chassis on the Viterra was by far better than the other options at the time. Better clearance, these super beefy shock towers. Like, there was things.
It's so much better that they're still using it on the SCX-10
Yeah, pretty much the same chassis design. But yeah, beyond that, the Viterra was not a good car. Like,
no,
there's too many arguable points that will tell you that you can still like it.
Yeah, everyone's allowed to like whatever they want, and it's also fair for you to argue our points too.
Yes, but you're wrong.
I'm not saying that.
I'm kidding.
Josh is.
You won't see any Viterra axles near the podium at Scale Nationals.
The trash talk has started. So, okay, let's move on to something else. Speaking of trash talk, there's been some. I mentioned this today to you. There hasn't been enough trash talk in our monthly Mayhem Instagram chat. We've got everybody in there.
Yes.
We've got you. We've got me. We've got Turks and Jerps. We've got West Desert Wheeler. We've got K-Pop RC.
Tony
We've
CCX.
got Tony CCXRC. We've got RC Review.
He is not active on Instagram though. So
okay, well.
So he, as far as the that part of it, I could see not everybody else pretty active though, and yeah, not enough trash.
Not a lot of trash talk.
I
think
agree.
It's probably, you said it's because we're all too secretive and we don't want to share anything.
I know.
That's fine. I understand secrets, but you can still be like, you suck.
Yeah.
And I'm going to beat you.
Yes.
We had a little check-in email to make sure everybody's on board and still going to get stuff done. Not everybody responded to that even. And I'm a little bit like,
let's see. Oh yeah. K-Pop didn't respond to that.
K-Pop didn't respond, but I don't think he's good on the email.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had a little conversation. He goes, I was like, yeah, I got the Optima Mid. He goes, what did you, and I was like, I emailed them. He went, what? I was like, yeah, I talked to them.
Yeah.
We shoot the shit. And it's like, hey, what's happening right now with the RC stuff? Because I gotta do email better.
I gotta learn that email.
Patina guy, thank you very much. Matt or Josh, what on-road tires would you suggest would look scale on the Traxxas hauler?
Scale. That's a tough one.
Maybe the Proline Avenger.
Yeah,
but that's like
that's a 2.2, right?
Yeah.
That one might. The primes are too round, so I think the Avenger. You're probably right. I bought some.
That's about all I can think of. Every other on-road tire is all this big.
Yeah, I was just thinking you could go Hoons with some 17 millimeter adapters.
Oh yeah, that would be a good choice.
I think the Hoon might be a good choice. But you will need a 17 millimeter adapter.
That's true. And I don't know where those. I don't think those exist. If I'm honest.
What?
They don't make that.
Who doesn't? Traxxas?
Anybody.
False.
Nobody makes a 12 to 17 mil adapter.
Exactly. There's no good options for 12 to 17 millimeter adapters.
They just don't make them, Josh. It's not a thing. They don't have any of those. I'm looking around because I have dozens.
Yeah, I have so many different ones right now. Here's a.
Oh, here they are. Nobody makes these. And I don't have dozens of them because I don't need them.
I don't want to show this. I was going to say, so
don't show.
I was getting to the point where I could not find the adapter I needed, right?
Yes.
So
I gave you options.
And I did not like your options. So I was to the point where I was about ready to modify wheels to the point where I was going to have to machine and then rebuild a face to them to get them where I needed to be. And I bought 6 extra pairs. No. One. Yes, I did. Because I was just like, if I screw this up, I need to have backups.
And handy immediately.
Yeah, now. So
I've been doing things where I was like, I'm really glad I've got a Phoenix kit tucked away upstairs
in the case that I break. Yeah, exactly. Same.
just in case.
Like, ooh, if things go wrong, I am definitely going to need.
Because I won't be able to email Traxxas like I did with the
you
OMG
could
63.
you could email me, and I'll be like, ooh,
Oh shucks, that's too bad. We
that's
don't have
too
any of those.
bad.
You don't have full kits? No.
So
I'll just order them myself.
fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's in a case like this, you need to have extras.
Yeah, that I'm definitely
and fallbacks, because like my solution for one of the things is like that might not work good, guy. And then I have to find another solution
right
quickly.
Ugh. So
this is the problem with these mayhem challenges, is that they're time based.
Right.
And you know, like on the chat, we were like, check in, let us know if you've built your car and if you've tested said car, and if you're going to be on track to do the video in time. And some people were like, yep, all done.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Matt and I are both like,
what?
We should be testing soon. Hope.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I got to wait for good weather. It's been rainy every day.
Now, the big difference between this time and the Traxxas, the last one up there, is that we were doing weekly videos, and each week we had to check in with a speed. So
right.
It had to be running the whole time.
Yes.
And
this is the first time where we're like just at the end.
Yeah. So it really changed the approach. Like, you could go way deeper this time and get, accomplishing all kinds of things before it had to come all back together, where that was not an option with the last one. So it's really changed a lot of things. But I almost think that it was for the worse for me, because if I don't have to
no, for sure.
I didn't have
Go
to
ahead,
have
explain.
I didn't have to have it running each week. So I was just like, I'm going deep. So I'm first play of the game, I'm just throwing a Hail Mary. Like, let's just go for a touchdown right off the bat. It's just
that's what this is for me too. I have no idea if any of the things I've done on this are going to actually result in success.
Right.
Like I had to, the other day I was like, man, I hope it just moves. Like, I hope it goes in the right direction.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things I was very concerned about.
Yeah, you're like, wait, did I get the rotation right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, how difficult would it be for me to swap this around entirely?
I'll tell you what.
Not easy.
Yeah. So I'm
the release date on the video, that's a good question. We haven't really solidified when that's going to happen. It will not be on the 31st.
No, the 31st is our last day. And
that's our cutoff day for like testing.
And we'll all have to throw in we'll have to give each other probably our numbers at that point, something like that, so that it's set. No more, no more.
There's no more
pushing it past that. Like, it's over.
Yeah. And it might be something that each of us post in the video, so we know that like it's legit.
Right.
Everyone's speed.
Yes.
That's what was posted.
You have to go to the website and see the.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good question. Matt Romero, how much video do you have for the Mayhem currently, and are you editing as you go? I am editing as I go because I literally will not have time at the end. I'll be on a work project that's going to be pretty consuming. So I'm cutting as I go. I've probably got 40 minutes of footage already, easily.
So I don't know how much I have. Not enough, probably, because I've been just filming portions as I go. But I need to do a lot of the, to camera pieces, and then get the last push of everything. I'll do more of my kind of traditional way. But going up to a certain point, I'm going to kind of set it up and then kind of go through it before.
Yeah, it's so funny. Portion. Like I sat down and did setup, like intro at the very beginning before I did anything. And ever since then, it's been like whatever camera I have handy, that's what I'm filming with. So it's like
I have a lot
GoPro,
on my cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. GoPro, B cam, sometimes sitting in front of the camera, but it's all very vlog style because I don't have time to sit down and be like, what's on the benching this one.
Yeah. Yep. That's kind of how I'm gonna we'll be going at
but
a lot of it.
I think what we're gonna do is like the cutoff day is the 31st at midnight or whatever, and then we'll probably end up have everyone posting on the same day at the same time a few days following that, just to give everyone a chance to sort of edit them all together.
Yes. Give us all a little bit of edit time, breather, a little bit of promo to give people an idea of exactly the day it'll go live.
Yeah.
Go from there.
No spoilers either. Like, we'll make sure that everybody knows, don't talk about what speed you actually got or what other speeds people got, because that's the whole point of watching the videos.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Actually, it might be even good for none of us to know each other, but just have some proof of date and speed there at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides RC four-wheel drive, who sells a 10th scale 80s era Toyota hardbody? Well, they're not. The one from RC four-wheel drive is 9th scale, and I don't mean to be like, picky on scale and everything, but that's the true scale of it. It's 9th scale for that Mojave body. They also make that cruiser body, which is sort of a Land Cruiser, but that's more like 60s than it is 80s. For other hard bodies, there's that eBay LC80. There's the 70 series from Killer Body. Tamiya makes the original Hilux body. That might be it for like major ones. You can get like 3D printed ones from Cults 3D and all that, but those require effort.
Yeah, I'm not going to be any help with this question, so good job, man. Gunner, thank you. Thanks for wearing one of my shirts on Scale News. You're welcome. And Henderson RC Works, good luck with the mayhem.
Oh, man.
Much appreciated. I'm going to need it.
I think we're all going to need it. I think that this is a pretty unique challenge because these trucks were not meant to go fast.
Not even
as we learned with the Deadbolt and the the Traxxas truck felt pretty good at speed.
It did, specifically because of the open diffs.
Yeah, open diffs help a lot.
Yes.
Having a locked differential really makes for a bad time.
Yeah, it changes. It definitely changes things quite a bit. Because I remember when I accidentally had the Traxxas in locked instead of unlocked when I thought, and I was like, "Oh, this is trash. This is going to be terrible, and I'm not going to do 30." And now I'm looking at this thing like, God, I hope I do 30. So,
yeah,
we got the
there's a lot of differences too because looking back to Deadbolt. I had a respectable 55. You got up to what, 59? 63?
63, I think.
63 by the end of it, right. Those speeds were spectacular for what those cars were.
And I mean, they were on the edge that whole time.
That was ragged edge the whole time. Anytime I drove it, I was like, this is the last time I'm driving this thing.
Yeah, this is the last time I'm picking this thing up with one hand. That was always the concern.
There were a lot of times where it didn't. Like I got to like 50 something, 50 plus, and it would just be completely impossible to control. And I'm just like praying that it doesn't hit anything very solid.
Yeah. And I mean, that's honestly like, I want mine to be done so I can get like the beauty shots of it.
Yep. Beauty shots before anything.
Yeah. It's got to be done. Get those shots, and then
pray for that extra mile per hour bonus or whatever it is, because we are all going to need it.
Oh, yeah.
I will say though that what I've learned from the last few challenges has really helped this challenge, because I went into Deadbolt kind of taking it not so seriously, and then realizing halfway through how serious Josh takes everything.
That was our first ever challenge against each other.
That was our first ever challenge against each other. And I was like, oh no, I am done. There's no way I can beat this guy. And it's true, there wasn't. But what I've done this time around is I've thrown away all the conceptions you might have about what the Scale Builders Guild is all about. This is the least scale. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to even bother with an interior. I don't know if I need one. Why? Like, why put that extra weight there? I don't need that. So, like, there's all kinds of things that are so outside of what you would expect from me. I have fully joshed this, but I've still joshed it with the Scale Builders Guild kind of brush stroke.
Yeah,
so,
the chipped brush stroke of a scale builder.
It's actually, like, I'm pretty chuffed with how I think it's going to end up looking. It's not going to win any beauty contests. None of these things are. They're all going to be shades of ugly.
Yeah, I mean,
the platform that we're building these on is the Phoenix, the
Phoenix
BS410 Phoenix straight axle with the F10 axles. Yep. Is there an open diff that fits in the Element? No.
Nope.
No, there is no open diff that fits in any of these things, especially because one of the rules is we have to use the plastic housings of the straight axle Phoenix. So there is no way to get an open diff in there.
Right.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, now you just said plastic. I don't think it said plastic housing in the rules. Like, specifically, I don't think it said the word plastic.
It did. It said you had to use the stock housings.
No, it just said F10 axles. Just waiting for you to pull up the rules.
I hate you so much. You know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care. Are you using metal ones?
Who knows?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't.
What if they were special?
Terrible. like you special?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm using the stock axles. It didn't say that.
Of course.
It didn't say that in there. But
I think it did, because it was like you had to use it wouldn't make any anyway, whatever. I fit an open diff in my Element. Well, good for you, Falcon Phil. I'd be curious to see how that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see, like, with
TRX
different axles.
diff.
Maybe. Oh, that's not. That's not going to fit in an Element housing.
That won't fit in it. That won't fit in this housing anyway. That's for sure.
Not it or no. Yeah, TRX diff will not fit in any of the smaller scale axle housings. They're quite large.
Review what the contest is for us ignorant few. Happy to. Go ahead.
VS410 Phoenix straight axle version is what was provided to the 8 contestants that are participating. The rules were that you had to use the VS410 chassis, the Phoenix body, the F10 axles. Beyond that, the rules were fairly lax and kind of open to letting people try different things and styles. Matt and I have a lot of times really tried to get things narrowed down into an area where maybe it was a little bit more restrictive. Like with the deadbolt originally, it couldn't be wider than stock, couldn't be longer than stock. Had to use the deadbolt body. Now there's no width restriction. We put a range on the wheelbase just so that you could play around with it if you liked.
Yep.
And there's some of that, but you don't have to use the transmission, because a VFD twin trying to do 60, 70, whatever you're trying to do, it's not going to be a good time.
No.
So that stuff is open. And so it's basically, they're going to look like a Phoenix in some way because they're going to have a Phoenix-esque body. There is modification allowed, it said. But yeah. So.
And the idea is to go as fast as possible.
Yes.
The only way we're measuring that is through a GPS or GNSS system. We offered the Dynamite version or the GNSS
Yeah.
version
And the
as options.
there was some other like specific rules, basically saying that you had to make the truck go fast by it powering itself from the wheels and tires. Like I had some language
You
in there.
can't use a rocket.
Yeah, you can't put a rocket on it. You
Use gravity.
yeah, you can't throw it off the building.
What do you?
So there was
What speed did it get to? Maximum velocity.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of things you could do to swap out transmissions, or there's a lot of different ways in which you could interpret those rules and make it an entirely different vehicle, which is the challenge. It's challenge.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly the thing, and it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see how people tackle it. This is the first time Matt and I have tried to like see if other people wanted to do it at the same time. That's why we
first time we've opened it up.
That's also why we changed the format to do a one video per rather than weekly, just because you don't always know if you can get people to commit and get weekly videos up. So
yeah, it's a lot of effort. Like the monthly mayhem in its standard format for Josh and I was a ton of work.
Yeah, it's
so much work,
all consuming.
Yeah, it's like the only thing we thought about for a month.
And just on like the video editing side, because like you're going to be editing each week's video for 3-4 hours, roughly. So times 4, you got a whole day's worth of video editing.
Yeah,
it adds up.
Does it still have to be 4-wheel drive? No.
Nope, doesn't have to be.
It could be 1-wheel drive if you wanted.
Right. Not the route I would go. I would use all the wheels.
Something I would suggest.
I would use all the wheels.
I would use all of them.
Propel it. Chris, thank you, sir. F10T axles. I think that those would fall into the guidelines, but I don't know that would be the way to go.
No, there's a lot of different approaches, a lot of different ways at it, and I'm sure we're going to see 8 different ways.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I'm taking that day
That's
off
the
of
part
work
that I'm more
so I can just watch all of them.
Oh man, because it's like it'll be 8 hours of content, give or take.
It's gonna be, give or take. It's 45 to an hour for each video. So is the general guidelines that we gave everybody. So
I really hope that I have that much content. Like I hope that it's not like just at the end 10 minutes of me staring.
Yeah. It's worth a shot.
Hope it went well.
Good luck,
Good
guys.
luck to everybody else.
Yeah.
Matt, stuff that Baja motor in there and make it direct drive. Jesse.
Matt tried direct drive once.
I did that. It worked okay. It got me to 55, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Jeremiah, thank you again. Tried to order set of the blue ring bronze wheels. Says low stock, can't order. Oh, that's why they're still in there. There's only one pair left. I'll have to get those pulled off the website. Brian Sherwood, thank you. Vanquish releases open diff F10 on October 29th.
It's in the scale news. It's like, hey, look what just came out. I'm using them in this.
Oh no, look at that.
That's funny how that happened.
Oh,
no one will buy them. That's the problem though. Vanquish would never make that product because they would not be purchased by any normal human being.
Yeah, unless it was a lockable, like it's not going to happen.
They'd sell 8 sets. Yeah. That's it.
Because there's 8 of. That's the joke.
There's the joke.
There's the joke. Whatever. Whichever it's supposed to be, that's the wrong one.
That's the joke. There's the joke is the wrong one.
Okay, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
not going to happen.
Yeah, definitely not doing. I don't think I'm doing an interior. I just don't think I need one. Maybe I do.
It makes sense. I mean, I'm gonna probably have an interior, but you don't have to. I get it.
I'm joshing this one.
Yeah. And
Although you put an interior in everything else. No, you didn't have one in the
I did not in the
OMG.
Traxxas.
It's true.
It had the tinted
Is there a
windows.
set distance to achieve max speed? No. We left it kind of open. In the old days, like when we first started the drag bolt one, we were like, okay, it has to be a repeatable time. You have to do it between like, you're averaging your speeds between distances. And then we were just like, it's just as fast as you can go.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, if the graph on the GNSS is like, it's to 0, like even better, because could make for great video.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm alive.
That's where I wish I had that. That's where I wish I had that. Yeah.
So
I'm feeling good about this, though. I think, regardless, it's going to be great entertainment.
I'm feeling very nervous about it.
I am super nervous about it. I think generally it's going to be like a fun thing for everybody else to watch. But God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just hope I did it right this time.
Yeah, I almost feel sick about it, but it might just be because I feel sick.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you have to keep it 4-wheel drive? No, you do not.
Um,
I think we covered that already.
correct.
We said that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty much all consuming for us right now. I still a lot to do, but
That's why tomorrow's live show could not come at a better time, actually, because it meant I didn't have to film or shoot or edit any additional video this
you
week.
could just stay fully.
Yeah, next week's gonna suck, but maybe next week's you get a double live version.
Tom Havel, thank you, sir. Josh should have to pay each competitor $1 for every mile per hour faster their truck goes over his top speed on the trike. Never.
How fast did you get up to on that?
I will not go fast, and that's why that would be a large bill.
I see.
That thing terrifying enough already.
Phil's dabbled a bit more in speed runs, so I expect his to be solid. Yeah, true-ish. I don't think he's ever modified to do speed runs, has he?
Well, and there's a difference between doing speed runs, I think, and trying to build a car that doesn't do speed runs into something that is speed runnable.
That's very true.
Phil has access to runways due to his job. That is very interesting and something.
Yeah,
I was
he posted
totally
that on
unaware of.
Instagram.
Really?
He posted that on Instagram the other day. Yeah, he actually had like a shot of like a massive runway and then the car, but all like blocked out.
No kidding.
Yeah, so he's got large flat surfaces to work with.
That he customizes cars for speed all the time. It's different when you're like putting a bigger motor or changing out shot. It's different than re-engineering something.
This car was not designed to go fast.
Like,
let's reiterate that again.
Yeah.
Solid axles are terrible for this.
That's the
terrible.
That's the difference. There's big differences there. So these are the things, he has expressed some of this to us. So this is a lot different than like just trying to make something go fast.
Yeah, RC Underdog. Hope you're building these mayhem projects on my printed stands. Josh still has mine, so
yeah, I still have to ship all of
He's also got my shoes and my banger car, so I want those things back at some point.
Yeah,
don't need the shoes, but everything else I need.
Yes, you do. Don't worry, they're still in my... Can you use a chase car? You could. I don't know how helpful that would be.
We're not talking about like the distance that you need to get to 60 in something like this is substantially shorter than the distance you need to get to 150 with a limitless. We don't need that much space.
Yeah. And the other thing is that these things are so unstable that you need them to get up to speed and then right back down as quickly as possible
without absolutely obliterating the diff.
Yeah. So I think if you were in a chase car, you would have a better, higher chance of it getting out of control and then you running over it. So,
or it getting out of control, your chase car driver not paying attention, and or paying attention to the car,
yeah,
and then hitting an actual vehicle. Like, I think there's a lot more danger involved in that. I would never in a million years do that.
Yeah.
K-pop was suggesting that at the beginning. I was like, I'm not doing that. If you're doing that, you're on your own.
Yeah, like I want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that just in general, because I don't think that it would help me. I think
60 would be a miracle. Well, Josh has already done it twice with 2 different vehicles, so I think it's entirely possible to get to 60.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that the 70 mile an hour mark is the one that's like going to be extremely tough with a locked axled car.
Way harder to do.
Yeah.
Oni, customizing a Corvette to go faster is different than doing the same with the dump truck.
Yes.
Exactly. That's this challenge.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%. 100%. We're doing it with dump trucks. And in fact, that's the next monthly mayhem. Speed run dump trucks. But we have to buy that RC 4-wheel drive one that you can sit in.
Right. Because what was the old Tamiya dump truck one?
The
Goliath or the
Mammoth. Mammoth, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys fly drones? Josh has a drone.
I've got a couple of them.
But that requires someone else driving the drone while he drives the truck.
That's the difficult part. 60, 70 is easy. 5,500 kV, 7K or higher. That's not you can easily spin it that fast. It's actually having something controllable that it's not simple. It's not. I love these streams where we're talking about these things, and no offense to anybody, but if you haven't tried it, it's not that easy. Yeah.
It's not that easy.
Fish built.
It's easy with a car that's built to do that.
Yeah.
It's impossible or near impossible to do with something that was not intended for that at all.
As a woodworker, I'm about to build a custom RC desk to build and maintain my RCs. Any ideas you guys wish you had at your desks?
I wish I had a cutout underneath so I could slide my chair right up so I could be like right up against the bench. That's one thing.
Oh, that's one thing you don't have. Oof, that would be a pain if you couldn't get underneath of it. My desk here is about 60 by 30-ish, somewhere in that range. I think.
How many squares is that, would you say?
Somewhere around 60 by 30-ish.
Okay.
61 by 30. Anyway, I love the size of this. It's something I really do like. I've got 2 monitors mounted above, one on top of the other here in front of me, and cameras and lights and all that kind of stuff. Lighting, no matter what you do, if you don't, having auxiliary lights, great. I also have a couple of drawers that I've got mounted to the bottom of it. I have a USB hub here on the front of it. My PC is underneath and back, but I have a whole hub in the front, which I really like. I mean, things that I would ideally like are like specific things to me. I wish I had better places to mount my cam links and my audio equipment. I really like having my toolbox off to the side. I just wish I had it went 3 sides of me. So I could just keep rotating to keep working on different
That actually
areas.
would be really nice. Another desk surface right here that was maybe like collapsible that I could just slide away if I wanted. That would be really key.
More
That would be
room.
nice. Yeah. Scumbag RC, thank you very much. He had a question in here somewhere. SCX towing you speed run? Not a bad idea.
Helmets on.
Like that. Yeah. Where there's something else in here. Oh, West Desert Wheel is here. Hi, Logan.
What's going on?
Right on time once again. Hey, guys.
Mega desk. That's exactly right.
Mega desk, yeah. Ding dong, how fast did you get your base camp to go when you were making it a drag car? I'm curious. Somebody else was curious about that too. Next mayhem, fastest tugboat. Yes, we've never done a boating
We
challenge.
have not.
That's a great idea. We have those boats
We do. I would feel bad
from
making it
Greg?
bad. No, Mark.
Mark.
I would feel bad. I feel like we need to make something else a boat rather than,
Make something a boat.
you know,
There you go.
land,
Toy Boda.
land, sea, and air. It's got to do all of them.
Sold. Let's do it. It's done.
With
I lost Josh. Come back, Josh.
with an
There you are.
SCX6. An SCX6 with an SCX10 inside and an SCX24 inside of that.
And they all have to
Each
do
of them
one
has to do one of the
things.
things. Russian
It's like a
nesting dolls.
triathlon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a triathlon.
That would be
Build a slide out for your bench to bring the bench out to you. Yeah, but I've got sliding drawers underneath. I don't know that that's a possibility. Someday,
Matt's room is also very tiny.
it's so bad here. Like the problem is now that I've like shoehorned so many things in here that if I wanted to move something, if I was like, you know what, I want a new bench, that wouldn't happen without me having to take everything out of here. I am not interested in that. I'd rather suffer the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Never got a proper top speed run. That's promising. Thank you, Logan. Good to hear.
RC Turducken.
Hey, somebody else mentioned that. The SCX Turducken. That would be good. The key to having a good RC workshop setup is proper Wi-Fi. Could not agree more.
Oh, that is
Absolutely
necessary.
Necessary.
Falcon Phil, thank you, sir. I sent the TRX4 diffs in the Element IFS to you, Matt. Is a naysayer, and you actually know how to. Now,
I'm not a naysayer.
putting the TRX4 diff into the IFS? I guess I could see that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be different than putting that diff into an Element axle. But I guess I could see that center section being put in the IFS in a little bit different way, which I could see that. In Facebook Messenger, I will take a look at that. But that would make a little bit more sense with the IFS, because that's a lot different than trying to get it into the the solid axle housing. So let's see. The biggest bummer for me is I'm not leaving this weekend now, and all of my fancy robots are going to have to wait
for another year.
No, I will just going to have to drive them locally. But it's just a super bummer. I really wish I was going to be able to make it down to that. And I mean, if I felt like all of a sudden 100% tomorrow, like I would go. I would just drive.
The problem is here, and I'm playing
responsible
Nurse
person.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Responsible Nurse Matthew. You don't want to give other people you're sick.
I know. That's exactly
whatever it is.
That's exactly it.
That's the one thing out of the last 2.5+ years that have kind of really hit home for me, is that if I'm sick with anything, no matter what, doesn't matter, I'm not going to work.
Yeah,
I'm just not going.
That used to be me as well.
If
I didn't feel so well, I'm like, I'll just push. I would push through. I was always just that person.
Right, exactly. Same. But I think, if you have the fortune of being able to work from home and you are not feeling well, work from home.
Right. I did bring some things home so that I could that I could do some work from here rather than
Yeah. And there are people who have to work. There's no option. You have to work.
Yeah.
That's what it's unfortunately the thing that it is.
Yep. Buck Danny, are you not feeling? No, I am not feeling well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Hazard 3. Thank you. No question attached, but if you have one, put it in there as well. Mr. Hunsker. Yes, I will let you know when. Well, my trucks are done. Other than the paint on my Sportsman, but it's still 100%. It's ready to go.
Is it though? Because you gave me a bomber that you said was 100% ready to go.
I've tested this one more.
You mean by more? You mean once?
Some. I've tested it some. So yeah, but Tim, I think you bought this exact same kit. This is the Deluxe Fab Asylum Sportsman kit. Ooh, Nicole's cough out there sounds not so pleasant.
Yuck. I understand. I understand. A lot of people do not have the ability to work from home, and I definitely
Right.
Sympathize with you. And it sucks.
Yep.
And there are a lot of cases where even if you could work from home, you can't afford to work from home. And I totally get that too. And that's where there's a lot of policies that need to change so people have that ability. And I don't mean any disrespect to anybody who has to work. That's not the point I'm trying to make. If you have the option, you should stay home so you don't make other people sick. It's as simple as that.
Agreed. No mess, just want to give you my $1. But if I was to suggest something, Mississippi mud drag vehicles. I've seen, I guess, dirt drags. Is that the same as mud drags?
No, it's like, isn't that the stuff where it's like actually in the water? It's like a swamp buggy
I think
thing?
that might be different too.
Okay.
I think I think the mud drags, or they do a course, where they kind of go up and they come back and they have windshield wipers that are just going. I wonder, because I watched some of that on like Mad Ram 11. Excuse me. Mad Ram 11's channel. Those would be fun. The only problem is if you're not in the same place, it's not the same course, not the same mud.
Different mud.
You got to get people at the same place.
Yeah, like when we did the Pro Line Profusion, we got to be together,
and that was super awesome because we could. It's like we're gonna be at the same place. That means we can,
we can do a challenge together.
So
yeah,
yep.
Is Josh forbidden from shutting down VP Products production to use the work CNC machines for personal exploits? Yes, he is forbidden.
I am not forbidden, but even myself, I put work above. I put work above personal projects.
Yeah,
because there's sometimes
exactly.
I'll be like working on something, and Joan will be like, "Ooh, we should machine that for this project." Like. No,
that's not the spirit of the competition.
Not shutting down. That's to make this silly part, even though I'd like to.
My robot failed me twice today, Josh.
Oh,
You'd be
really?
Happy to know. Yeah. Here's the remnants.
Oh.
And I was like, "You son of a bitch! You don't usually do that. What's your problem?"
I know.
I yelled at it and didn't say anything.
You say that right as we always tell Tony that it's perfect, and Tony pops in here. He says, "You could play rock, paper, scissors right now."
For what?
Just because. That's what he says. That's what Tony says.
That's a Tony thing?
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
All right, you want to do it?
Guarantee I beat you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Wait a second. Is it 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, show.
Okay. All right. You say show, eh?
Or shoot, whatever, or go, whatever. Ready?
No, let me think about this for a second. Okay.
It's a real Princess Bride situation.
Never, ever bet on a Sicilian. All right.
Best of 3. Ready? 1. Wait.
What are you doing?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready.
1,
2.
2. What the hell is wrong with you?
You're taking too long. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Yes.
You timed that wrong.
You watched my hand. I still went first. Or at least, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Damn it.
I'm the winner.
Son of a bitch.
Even with the delay. Exactly. Guaranteed it. Knew it. I knew what he was going to do.
He didn't know what I was going to do. Hate this game.
The delay is
next
really...
one's for money. Next one's for money.
You thought I was going to... Yeah. I need to watch Princess Bride again.
This angle, it looks so wrong.
You're...
Josh cheated, as usual. Yeah, you're right. He did.
On my side, you were way late.
Oh, really?
Right. Chris Kelly says, did Matt literally go rock, then paper, then scissors?
I did. I went rock, paper, scissors. That's hilarious. That was not planned. Let's do it again.
Nope.
Let's do it again.
No, we already won.
New high for this stream. Live rock, paper, scissors. Yes. Wes, we've reached the end of entertainment.
Exactly. You're welcome.
They're preparing their Mod 19 bodies.
Oh, my God.
Oh, brother. So, will you be doing a live stream on Friday, do you think? No. Yeah. You better take your time and get better.
Yeah.
New high or new low? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like, I'm feeling poor tonight.
I can only imagine what you'll feel like on Friday.
So.
Josh has developed an immunity to iocane powder. This is the way that he dies. So great.
Join in next week for Shoots and Ladders.
No, we're going to play Sorry, and then we're going to play Mousetrap after that.
Ooh, Mousetrap was a good one.
Oh, this is like Vegas Vacation. Andy C., you just brought back fabulous memories because we were joking about that the whole time we were in Vegas, about how I was getting to a point where I was so angry about losing money that I was going to start playing at all the like shady casinos downtown, and we're going to be playing like Guess Which Number, where he's like
7, 3.
5. never gets that right. Guess which hand? He's got like his hands behind his back. He goes, left. He goes, nope, right.
Oh, that was such. What's Mr. What was his name? Papa Giorgio.
Here's your car, Mr. Papa Giorgio.
Nick Papa Giorgio. Who's up for a rousing game of Uno? Put $1 in, I won a coin. I put $1 in, or put $1 in, won a car. Put $1 in, won a car. Yeah, the Viper, a Hummer. Those are the only two that I remember.
Was there a smart car?
No, there wasn't smart cars out yet then, was there?
There was no smart cars then. There was something maybe small, though, like a Firefly, Pontiac Firefly or something.
Firebird.
No, Firefly. You might not be familiar
Sunfire?
with it. It might have been Canadian only.
You guys had one called a Firefly?
Yeah, 100%. Look it up. Pontiac Firefly.
What?
It was a Geo, basically.
Pontiac Flyer. Oh my God. Yeah, that was the Geo Metro here. Or the Geo Storm. I can't remember exactly.
We didn't have Geo. They just relabeled them everything as Pontiac.
Oh my God.
Or maybe we did get Geo eventually, but
wow, I've never. What a terrible.
My grandfather had one. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
There was one time I vividly remember we were at his trailer and we were like cleaning up something or whatever, and he had gotten McDonald's for us for breakfast, and he left the bag in the car. And when we came back at the end of the day, the car was full of houseflies, like just full. there must have been like, I don't know, 4 dozen flies. Just yeah. So gross. So creepy. Worst.
No.
I hate the firefly.
Yeah.
People are like, that's a Metro. Yeah, well, Google it.
Geo Metro. That's what
It's
it was.
a Pontiac Firefly as well.
Oh my god.
They have names for other things in other places.
Right. Like the I'm kind of surprised. That's just Firefly. What a terrible name.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
You know, where I grew up, they call them lightning bugs. So there you go.
There's automotive knowledge.
There's another regional dialect difference: Firefly or lightning bug.
They also made a convertible.
Yes, which they did with the Geo as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Horrendous car.
That was like a. Did you know that Honda rebadged a Land Rover? Like the
no, I did not know
Discovery. It's like the only V8 that Honda ever had.
Honda ever would have made.
Yeah. So I think it was the Discovery.
Except for their Formula One engines, but
yeah, or did they made the V8
older?
One? Yeah, those
V8
ones.
Older ones.
Buck Dandy thinks, I hope you get to feeling better. Me too. I hope that this passes quickly.
Yeah. On that note, maybe we should end it.
Yes, let's do that.
Thank you to Tekin for sponsoring this episode of Livestream Takeover. Don't forget to tag myself, Josh, and Tekin on Instagram for your chance to win some Tekin stuff.
Yeah, make a post, your favorite truck you want to put some Tekin stuff in, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Make a post, tag all three of us. You can put it in the comments. It pops up a little bit easier also when you tag. So
exactly. Yeah. Buck Dandy, thank you very much. I hope you feel the same.
Better.
Oh, I feel fine. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm great. But thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Be sure to tag us because no poll tonight. No, we didn't get around to one.
Not.
Thank you to Gunnar Nissen, Blind Guy RC, Carson Jantz, RC Patina Guy, Scumbag RC, and Buck Dan for president.
Thank you, Brian Sherwood, Blind Guy RC, Daryl Klein, Jeremiah Salberg, Adam Sparks, Scott O'Blander, Gunnar Nissen, Henderson RC Works, Chris Ishii, Tom Havel, Fish Built, Falcon Phil, Hazard 3, and Buck Dandy.
Thanks, everybody. Stay feeling the same.
I hope you all feel great. And I'll see you shortly.
I'll see you tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a live What's on the Bench weekly. I've actually got the intro ready to play on the live stream.
Good for you. Nice touch.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Tony CCX by Titania. Thank you very much, Tony. Much appreciated. I'll be in Matt's stream trolling him tomorrow, I suspect.
Excellent. Yeah, please do. Look forward to it.
I'm hoping for glimpses of whatever he's working on. So
hell no. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
See you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.